I made a video a week or 2 weeks ago on Shohei Ohtani's 50th home run auction ball for his 50-50 season. And at that point, the ball was at 2 million plus. The auction just ended a day or a day and a half ago, and it ended at 4,392,000, surpassing Mark McGwire's 70th home run, which was for 3.05 million. And now I'm gonna cover the top home runs, but first I want to say, is it worth it? And the answer is, it all depends. And the phrase, just like the phrase says, only time will tell. And what do I mean with time will tell is if he don't retire, doesn't get injured, has a significant decline on his career, or there's another baseball player that pitches and hits better than him. Otherwise, the ball is worth it, because for me, Shohei Ohtani is going to be considered the greatest MLB player ever by the time his career ends. When it comes to Mark McGwire's 3.05 million 72nd home run, I don't think it's worth it, because that's not the most home runs in a season. And if it's not the most, then it doesn't have that significant value. Now, granted, it's Mark McGwire's home runs. If you would have got the most, his last home run, or the one having this mark as 500 or 600 or whatever the total home run, then yes. Now, what do I mean with 500 or 600? Is having that 500th home run, or 600 home run, or 700th home run, or surpassing a certain player home run. Then the ball will be worth it, but not 3.05 million. Now, to cover the top 10 home runs, and then I'm going to cover the Shohei Ohtani's 51st home run that is an auction on Golding. And right now it's at 60,000. It started at 50,000 with the increment of 5,000 with 3 bids. And I'm going to be honest with that ball, it's not worth it. And I'm going to tell you why once I talk about these top 10 home runs. Now, to cover the top 10 home runs, and like I mentioned, Shohei Ohtani's 50th home run sold for 4,392,000. That's the ball sold for the highest auction or sold individually. And that one was sold by one individual, but there's 2 lawsuits. The 2 lawsuits are people that's claiming that they had possession of the ball. If you watch the video, you're gonna make your own judgment if they had a possession. The judge ordered that the individual with the ball could sell it, and then after that, they're gonna go to court. The number 2 ball, like I mentioned also, is Mark McGwire at 3.05, 72nd home run. The number 3 is Aaron Judge, 1.5 million for 62nd home run. Babe Ruth All-Star Game ball, 805,000. Barry Bonds, 756 home run ball, 752,467 with 20 cents. I don't know how they got those 20 cents. Usually auctions have a big increment. They don't have pennies, dimes, nickels, and so on. Maybe that one was sold individually. Number 6 is Hank Aaron's final home run ball. This one was sold to the same individual that has possession of the Mark McGwire 70th home run. And on this one, it was auctioned, I believe, a reserve price for 850,000. I guess they didn't agree on it, and then they agreed at a lower price of 650,000. Barry Bonds 73rd home run ball. That one was sold to the same individual, or the ball to McFarlane, the same collector that has the 70th home run of Mark McGwire. And that one sold for 517,500. Barry Bonds 762 home run was sold for 376 with $612. Albert Pujols is number 9 with the 700th ball for 360,000. Number 10 is Barry Bonds 500th ball, and that one was sold for 303,000. Now, to cover Shohei Ohtani's 51st home run, and why I say it's not worth it, is for the simple fact that for people who don't understand MLB, or how do you know if that's the home run, is that MLB authenticates baseballs. But once they leave the field, home run, foul balls, etc., then that ball is not authenticated unless that ball has significant history in it. Shohei Ohtani's home run had a U. That told MLB that is the home run, and they authenticated. If you look at Golding 51st home run, it's not authenticated. So how do you know that's the home run? Yes, the person could say, I caught it, this is the ball, but if it is not authenticated, how do you actually know? And that's why, for me, it's not worth it. Now you may say, well, there's foul balls that are authenticated. Yes, those foul balls did not leave the field. There's a person next to the dugout keeping an eye on the baseballs. That's why you see them roll to that location, they hand them to him, and he authenticates them. At that point, they get sold. MLB.com or wherever the case might be where they're sold. Some of them are sold in the stadium. So that's the reason I don't think that Shohei Ohtani's 51st home run is not worth it. If it was authenticated with that hologram of MLB, yes, absolutely it's worth it, because it's not just because it's Shohei Ohtani, it's authenticated, but that game he hit 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. Let's not forget what happened in that game. Now, a week ago or 2 weeks ago on my old video on Shohei Ohtani auction, I did mention that MLB had an auction of the first base of the 50th stolen base. That one would have been worth it. I'm not sure how much it was at that time. I believe it was $15,000, and it was worth it because it's part of the history of the 50th. And I did not see the ending, since MLB, once the auction ends, if you didn't put a bid, you cannot see the history of that auction item. So I couldn't tell you how much it ended, but I'm pretty sure it was not over $1 million. And I believe that was worth it. And that's all I got. I just wanted to cover the auction, how it went, and other items. If I see, I'll mention them on other videos that I see their significant history on MLB. Thank you for watching.